How did the Indian economy do as the half year came to a close on September 30th? Let's look at some lead indicators. One of the best measures of economic growth is the amount of GST paid. It shows how much people consumed. This number shows the economy is simply going from strength to strength. September 2022 is better than August, in fact better than most other months and hugely better than last September. But of course GST can be high also because prices are higher. So let us look at volume measures. Power consumption is a distinct improvement over July and August in September, and indeed September 22 is an improvement over September year ago. Likewise, rail freight. Rail freight is clearly showing some tiredness. Some fall may be due to the rains in September. Compared with the previous September, though, it is still a growth. About the best indicator of consumption are car sales. Let me pick the biggest car maker, Maruti. It has clearly hit the highs of the year and sales are immeasurably better than last year. So were incidentally Mahindra & Mahindra sales. Coming to two-wheelers, September was worse than August for Bajaj Auto and September was below last year's as well. Largely because exports let them down. Bajaj's domestic two-wheeler sales in September were actually up a solid 32%. Well, for all the positive news on auto sales, GST and power consumption, manufacturing PMI or Purchasing Managers Index showed a distinct weakening in September after a steady growth up until August. Now this could be seasonal due to heavier rains. Manufacturing PMI in September was still better than what it was last September, that is in 2021. Now, coming to services, one would have thought that services should do even better since hotels and airports are going full, but not so. Services PMI in September showed a distinct fall, and even when compared to the year ago September, the PMI services has been bad. Well, the world also isn't doing as well for India. India is doing better, and that is showing up in falling exports. Just look at the September exports. It's almost 20% lower than what it was in June. Likewise, imports have also fallen in September. This is good partly because it is because of a fall in crude prices. But a detailed study of the imports shows that even machinery and electronics imports have fallen in September. Seen along with the lower manufacturing PMI, it's triggering a minor doubt about some slowdown in Indian industry. And finally, here's a list of takeaways we got from the second quarter updates provided by companies to the stock exchanges. 1. Most banks have reported very strong loan growth. HDFC Bank leading the pack with 23% loan growth. IndusInd, Federal, RBL, AU, Small Finance, all of them showing around 20% loan growth. Second, high-cost consumption item makers like Titan, Microtech developers, that's Lodha, Phoenix Mills, have all shown excellent growth. The weak spots are the FMCG sales, with Godrej Consumer saying it is just a bit above mid-single digit, Marico saying their sales were low single digit, so clearly not doing well. In short, September is largely a robust end to a strongly recovering half year, except for a few worries. 1. Small ticket FMCG sales are indicating all's not well with the bottom of the pyramid. Second, the nagging slowdown in services PMI. We have to see if it's a one-off. 3. Exports are distinctly slowing. And finally, manufacturing PMI. Do we have to start worrying? We'll keep it on our watch list.